Hello again. Thank you for coming. I'm so happy to see you. It's me, Liza, otherwise known in other parts of the world and the internet as Crow Mother. I'm here with your September Tarotscopes. Before we go any farther, if you haven't already, make sure you've subscribed to my channel. Turn your notifications on so you get these videos every month and any other time we make video magic together. Like this video and share it widely with anyone you think may be of benefit. Hello, Leo. I'm here with your message, your Tarotscope for September. But first, please accept my offering of smoke. Allow it to serve you to whatever degree you feel is most needed at this time. Know that it is sent with great love and care. Now, let us have a deep breath together to center ourselves and prepare for your reading. Let's have a deep breath in. Why am I reacting like that? Because I have a little bit of Leo in my chart, if you didn't know. And I'm sitting here looking at me having to take my own advice. And so if I say this with a bit more candor than usual, that's why. All right, my love. So let's look at what we got for you for September. We begin with the Queen of Cups themselves. Look at this. I love this card. And then we go to the King of Swords. Excuse me, the Queen of Cups themselves is reversed. Queen of Cups reversed. We go to the King of Swords reversed. And then we have the Ten of Swords. All right. This screams at me loud and clear. And it's perhaps because I have enough of this sign in my chart to make it feel like a jolt, a loving, an energetic smack in the face. But I have got to first draw out the card, the Ten of Swords. This is often a card that so many of us just don't love dealing with or even want to acknowledge. But this is, let's just stick to your reading for this month, for our conversation. This is a card that will not be ignored, plain and simple. This card will not be ignored, and your charge, your mission, should you choose to accept it, this month in September is really, it's not coming through about, the need for greater rest resulting in, the change of energies for these other two cards. Yes, sure, rest is indicated, but, the way that this really shows up, dear Leo, is that, first, to make more sense of the way they're transmitting the Ten of Swords, let's first go over to the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords, both reversed. So these two cards and the energies, messages behind them, really show up to me to transmit that the energies of supreme expression, supreme communication, and not just, words on paper, expression. Not that that's not a great love of mine also, but that we're looking at communication that really has the warm, deeply warm shade of expression to it. This is This is, sure, formal. It is formal as in the way that, pen or pencil on paper can be. But the way that pen or pencil on paper is carried out here is with deep, warm, heartfelt expression. So you're not just like, keep using the example of the literal act of writing. It's not just like, 1 plus 1 is 2 and 4, not the way that I'm currently teaching my son how to trace letters and stuff. He doesn't care about that at all. This is like, and then I felt deeply that, and I saw this vision of, and I loved, or I hated, or I was in despair of. You see the difference, right? I made it hyperbolic to prove a point. We're looking at the reality. Let's be plain. We're looking at the reality that deep, warm, heartfelt expression is on the other side of a door that is right in front of you. And the way that this deep, warm, heartfelt expression is carried out, the vehicle for such is through an incredibly intuitive nature. So we're looking at these two energies just on the other side of a door that is right in front of you. A door that is right in front of you. And were you more able to open said door, it feels very clear to me that, what you would be in greater access of is just that, this incredible expression, clarity, incredible clarity of your heart, your mind, your feelings, incredible clarity within your relationship to yourself and your intuition. These things stand alone because they're both there waiting for you on the other side of this door. And then they combine to create this great lava splash of power on the other side of this door that's right in front of you. So this Ten of Swords the Ten of Swords upright is really, not you solely being posed with the opportunity to rest more and do less because it's stopping you from being able to open the door. I'm looking at, the swords, the representation of the swords in the body, that are in fact keeping you from being able to access these greater realms of clarity, expression, and relationship to self, all the things we just talked about. These are, forgive, but this really feels to a degree like self-inflicted wounds. These are, they're wounds nonetheless. The proverbial swords here in the body that would open that door. I don't often see this perspective offered in this way, the perspective of like doing too much for others, right? And it results in you having so little left to give to yourself to open the door to these other energies. What I should really say is that it doesn't feel like it matters much, what the swords are, but more so that it feels like many of them are either chosen by hand and put in place by hand, or chosen to remain stuck in the body because it feels better to, believe it or not, it feels better to remain exhausted by all that you've taken on than the uncertainty of stepping into what waits for you on the other side of this door. The Ten of Swords will not be ignored this month because what you stand to go into fall with, really the energy of the Queen of Cups and the energy of the King of Swords. What you stand to really, you know, I've referenced Persephone's descent into the dark. What you stand to take with you on your own descent are those energies, these archetypes, right? And you've got to now ask yourself if you're ready and willing to take out your own swords. And these swords are insidious because it keeps coming up that, like, you know, these things that weigh you down, that stop you from really being able, genuinely, really, you know, to legitimately able to access these deeply rich parts of yourself. A lot of these things come across to me as necessary responsibilities, shit that you just can't, you know, it doesn't seem so easy to care for your family less, to be able to nurture yourself more, right? It doesn't always seem that easy. It doesn't seem easy to be able to work less at your job so that you can give more to yourself in these other ways. And you know, with absolute respect to the real life responsibilities of the human individual, we are shown that while a lot of these swords may not be able or so easy to be removed, there are parts of those same aspects that you can alter that would make it easier for you to access these realms, right? And they keep showing me like this line or these pictures of you having to like take care of people, you having to take care of these responsibilities, this department at work, this project, your house, your this, your that, and the question that comes in is like, do you really, you know, do you really? The answer for many of you is likely yes. But if there's 7 days in the week, is this sword, these swords, are they all your responsibility? And are they all your responsibility 7 days of the week? Or maybe just like 4 or 5, or maybe even less than that? The point is, something's got to give. Something's got to give for you. And for whatever reason, it keeps coming up that these swords are just, if they were not handpicked and chosen and put there by you, they are fiercely guarded as certainly needed. And September will prove to you that they are not, in fact, as needed as you once had thought. And maybe what's needed is to step into other sort of responsibility, the responsibility of yourself. I hope that this message finds you in wonderful peace, safety, love, and care. As usual, it is an honor to read for you. Thank you so much for coming. Again, you can apply these to your sun, moon, and rising signs, or any other placement in your chart that you are paying close attention to. Last but not least, if you haven't already, make sure that you've subscribed to my channel. Turn your notifications on so that you get these videos every month and any other time we make video magic together. Like this video, comment on it if it resonates with you, and share it widely with anyone you think may be of benefit.